400 years stood between these two figures. The first, a French physician, composed cryptic four-line poems that once instilled dread in royalty and continue to provoke spirited discussions among scholars presently. The other was a humble Sunday school teacher from Kentucky who, while in a trance, would utter details about medicine, history, and the future that were beyond his conscious understanding. These two individuals never crossed paths, nor were they familiar with each other's written works. Nevertheless, when researchers began to juxtapose their prophetic insights, a profoundly disquieting discovery surfaced. Not simply one or two, but 5 distinct predictions, all explicitly pointing to the year 2026, were found to align almost verbatim. This is not baseless conjecture. It is not accidental. By the time this presentation concludes, you will understand why leading experts in prophecy are calling this the most monumental synchronicity of visions ever recorded. Please continue watching, as the information you are about to encounter has the potential to fundamentally shift your understanding of everything happening in your world. Before we explore these 5 forecasts, we kindly ask you to take a moment to support our channel. If you find topics of this nature engaging, please ensure you like this video, share it, and subscribe to the Prophecy and Conversation. Do you believe it's truly possible for 2 prophets from different historical periods to envision the same future? Or could there be an alternative explanation? I am genuinely eager to hear your insights. Before we examine the 5 forecasts, a foundational understanding of these 2 individuals' backgrounds is essential, as their proven credibility makes this convergence particularly remarkable. Michel de Nostradamus, known worldwide as Nostradamus, inhabited 16th century France, an era plagued by widespread epidemics, conflicts, and religious turmoil. He was far more than just a mystic poet. He was a trained physician, a scholar, and a man deeply absorbed by historical patterns. In 1555, he published a collection of forecasts in 4-line poetic stanzas called quatrains. These verses were intentionally cryptic, abundant with symbolism to shield himself from persecution or perhaps to prevent altering the trajectory of the future. Edgar Cayce lived a markedly different existence. Born in rural Kentucky in 1877, Cayce was an unassuming man endowed with an extraordinary aptitude. By entering a trance-like state, he could access information he had neither studied nor consciously assimilated. Over his lifespan, Cayce delivered over 14,000 recorded readings, offering detailed diagnoses, exploring ancient civilizations, and foretelling humanity's future. Unlike Nostradamus, Cayce communicated using direct language. He responded forthrightly while in trance, often having no recollection of his utterances afterward. This fundamental contrast makes the convergence astonishing. One conveyed messages through Renaissance enigmas, the other in clear 20th century terms. Yet their visions align perfectly. The initial prophecy pertains to what both individuals characterized as a potent terrestrial upheaval. However, this disruption would not be confined to the physical realm alone. It would encompass geological, spiritual, and symbolic dimensions simultaneously. Edgar Cayce frequently referred to earth changes in his readings. He envisioned a future period when the planet would undergo dramatic shifts, with seismic activity occurring in stable areas and coastlines transforming. Cayce did not describe them as divine retribution, but as an integral part of a grander process of revitalization. He declared, "The Earth itself is alive, and like all living systems, it occasionally goes through periods of adjustment and rebalancing." Now, consider Nostradamus. In a quatrain, he detailed a great movement of the Earth, an upheaval destined to occur during unusual celestial phenomena. He connected this to a moment when the world would embark on a new historical chapter. Contemporary researchers have observed that the celestial configurations Nostradamus described closely correlate with astronomical events anticipated around the mid-2020s, specifically leading up to 2026. Neither man depicted this as apocalyptic. Both perceived it as a fresh beginning, a recalibration of the planet aligning with an evolution in human consciousness. This seamlessly transitions into the second prediction upon which both prophets concur: the dissolution of established power structures. Edgar Cayce portrayed a period when institutions rooted in avarice, control, and exploitation would begin to disintegrate. He outlined a protracted and intricate process, a gradual erosion of trust, where individuals would commence scrutinizing systems they once accepted without question. Cayce described financial frameworks growing unstable and governments struggling to maintain authority as populations became less inclined to follow blindly. He believed humanity would ultimately construct novel frameworks founded on collaboration. Let's revisit Nostradamus. In several quatrains, he wrote about the fall of the great ones. These passages depict influential institutions diminishing their authority as the very foundations supporting them trembled. When compared with Cayce's readings, a striking congruity emerges. Both describe authority undergoing a fundamental transformation, not through violent revolution, but through a profound loss of conviction. When belief dissipates, formidable structures crumble. Consider the current global landscape: political fragmentation, economic volatility, and escalating public distrust. These developments precisely echo the transformation both Nostradamus and Cayce described. Are we currently observing the nascent stages of their envisioned transition? If their prophecies continue to converge, the ensuing prediction might prove to be the most deeply personal. Both prophets portrayed a historical juncture when numerous individuals would begin to experience a profound transformation of consciousness. This was not a conventional religious resurgence, but a phenomenon defined as a spiritual awakening. Edgar Cayce referred to it as the awakening of the Christ consciousness within humanity. He did not imply religious conversion, but a deeper awareness of compassion, responsibility, and inherent interconnectedness. Cayce explained this would unfold gradually. People would commence questioning inherited ideas and recognize that the well-being of one is inextricably linked to another. This awakening would happen because the world was becoming increasingly unpredictable. Crisis compels introspection. Nostradamus, using 16th century symbolism, spoke of a new enlightenment entering the minds of men, unveiling truths obscured beneath politics and conflict. He depicted people seeing through illusions, discovering clarity within global confusion. Both prophets associate awakening with disruption, implying that transformation begins when familiar structures disintegrate. History reveals this pattern. Crisis ignites spiritual contemplation. This leads us to the fourth prediction. Both Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce spoke of new voices emerging during this transformative period, voices conveying a message humanity urgently needed to hear. Neither foretold a singular, powerful savior. Instead, Edgar Cayce spoke of teachers arising from personal experience and spiritual insight rather than established institutions. He stated there would come those who teach because they have lived the truth they share. Nostradamus conveyed a similar concept. During a time of confusion, the voice of the humble would eclipse the voice of the proud. He hinted that harbingers of transformation would originate from unexpected locales. In Nostradamus's time, this was peculiar, but observe the world today. Individuals can reach millions without permission from traditional gatekeepers. Independent thinkers instantly propagate ideas globally. Cayce was describing the rise of decentralized wisdom, knowledge flowing through networks rather than hierarchies. When people converge to explore profound ideas and challenge narratives, this vision materializes. These voices were destined to ascend through communities, questioning beliefs, and seeking deeper understanding. The ultimate convergence between Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce symbolizes the most potent and hopeful dimension of their visions. Following the turmoil, the Earth's shifts, the dismantling of systems, and the awakening of consciousness both delineated something remarkable: an era of peace. Not a flawless utopia, but a profound reorientation. Edgar Cayce designated this a new order of the ages. He spoke of societies built upon cooperation rather than competition, where spiritual evolution matches technological progress. He maintained that future civilizations would comprehend that community prosperity originates from individual growth. Nostradamus recorded a strikingly analogous vision, describing a protracted period of tranquility following the Great Confusion, an epoch where nations collaborate in ways once deemed impossible. Their shared belief was that this peace would materialize only subsequent to intense disruption. Humanity must assimilate a crucial insight, perhaps cooperation, accountability, or the realization that our historic divisions were never truly fundamental. They conceptualize history as cyclical, hardship succeeded by progress, making our current challenges pivotal junctures of profound weight. This leads to a point Cayce emphasized. Prophecy should never be equated with destiny. The future is neither immutable nor predetermined. It symbolizes potential outcomes dependent on our current trajectory. Comprehending possible futures empowers individuals to alter their course. Prophecy provides guidance, not unavoidable doom. Nostradamus appeared to align with a comparable philosophical viewpoint. Although many of his quatrains portray turmoil, they similarly imply the inherent value of enlightenment, a lucid perception of reality, even when that truth is disquieting, equips humanity with the capacity to modify its actions. Therefore, we have examined two historical figures, separated by 400 years, who employed divergent methodologies, yet yielded 5 remarkable parallels for 2026. Global disturbances, the dismantling of obsolete power structures, a pervasive surge in human awareness, the emergence of new voices conveying messages of unity and truth, and beyond the chaos, the prospect of a more tranquil era. Regardless of whether one interprets these commonalities as genuine prophetic insight or simply intriguing coincidence, they undeniably prompt us to ponder a crucial question. What kind of future are we actively shaping in the present moment? For if Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce converged on one fundamental truth, it is that the future is molded not exclusively by external occurrences, but profoundly by the choices individuals make amidst periods of unpredictability. And indeed, we currently inhabit such an era. Before I conclude, I solicit your perspective. Do you deem the correspondences between Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce to be genuinely significant? Or do you suspect that interpreters might be overanalyzing their texts? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this inquiry captivating, please consider liking the video, sharing it, and subscribing to the Prophecy in Conversation. Consider becoming a member or using Super Thanks to support our work. Until next time, sustain your inquisitiveness, for the enigmas of the past, present, and future constitute a singular, revealing continuum.